Hi YouTube, this is the True Black Queen. Today is Thursday, March 24th, 2011, and it has been a very long time since my last video. I think it's been about maybe 2 months or so. I know it's been a long time, but I'm going to get to why it's been such a long time in just a second. I had my surgery on August 27th, 2010. So it has been almost 7 months since my surgery. So I'm 7 months post-op. Since my last video, I have lost an additional 10 pounds. So my last video, I was at 50 pounds lost, and so now I'm at 60 pounds. I go between 50 and 60 pounds. But when I got on the scale this morning, it was still at 60 pounds lost, so I was okay with that. It has been a very difficult last couple of months, not because anything really bad or anything is going on in my life. My life for the most part is really good. I'm about to start looking to go back to work, so hopefully I'll be back to work by the summer, hopefully. But as far as why it's been such a long time since I've made a video, is really because I had no weight loss at all. I didn't have any. In fact, I was gaining and losing the same 5 to 8 pounds all the time. And it was just getting so frustrating. It was getting very frustrating. It's still frustrating, hell. The 10 pounds that I lost have really just been within the last maybe 2 to 3 weeks or so. And that's really because I feel my band is tighter now for some reason. I'm not exactly sure. But I was feeling so discouraged. I really truly was. I was damn near, for lack of better words, I was almost fed up with it. And I mean, I know it's been 7 months. I'm very, very thankful for the 60 pounds that I have lost. I really truly am. I think I was just, or I am, just frustrated with the whole ordeal for the most part. I mean, there was really a time back maybe in February or so where I was almost regretting my decision to go with the lapband, simply because I wasn't seeing any movement on the scale unless it was going up. And I was like, I didn't put myself through this to gain weight. I put myself through this to lose weight, and I didn't feel like that was happening at all. Well, because it wasn't. I mean, I was doing the protein, I was walking, and it just didn't seem like anything was changing. I was not losing weight. I was like, what the hell? And for lack of better words, I was really pissed off. I was really pissed off, and then I think maybe for a while there I was maybe a bit depressed or so, because I mean, I knew the weight loss would be slower. That's why I chose the lapband, because it would be a slower weight loss. but this is not slow, this is non-existent is what I was getting. I wasn't getting slow, it wasn't changing at all. And even though my clothes are fitting a lot different, I mean pretty much everything I have right now is too big, you know, it's falling off for the most part, and I'm very happy about that. I really truly am happy for the weight and the inches that I've lost. I think maybe I just wanted to see a larger number by 6 months, 7 months, and I'm not. And it was just really frustrating. And I'll tell you where the 10 pounds, when actually the 10 pounds started to come off, was a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, I'm not sure. I had a really bad gas in my chest, and I kept burping, and I was walking around and trying to burp you know, trying to make myself burp, and I was burping, but I just felt like I had to, I don't know, burp more or something. And it's like I had this dry heave situation going on, and once I had this dry heave episode, all of a sudden I could feel my band. My band was really tight after that, and then I kind of got concerned because I was afraid that maybe I had some swelling around my band from the dry heave. But I mean, that's really the one and only time I've dry heaved this entire time. I didn't have any problems eating anything, drinking anything. I didn't throw up. I just had the dry heave situation, and then it seemed after that, every time I would eat, after I would eat, I could feel my band tightening on the inside, and it was really a crazy situation. I could feel it being tight. It kind of felt like the band and the port were having some kind of a tug of war on the inside, and it kind of concerned me. And I went to my doctor, and at my last doctor's visit, he showed a gain of a pound, but then I got a feel, and by the time I got to my feel, I had lost 10 pounds. So there was like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks in between my doctor's visit and my feel, so that's where I lost the 10 pounds. But he said that I was fine, and that I just needed to chew my food more carefully, to make sure that, you know, I wasn't swallowing big pieces of food and whatnot. And so I said, oh, okay, well, maybe that's just, you know, what it is. So I've really been trying to be more cautious as far as when I'm chewing. And I told my doctor as well that I was really feeling frustrated with the band, that I really started to wonder if I had made the right decision getting it, if maybe I shouldn't have gone another route, because this is really, it's just very frustrating when you don't ever see the numbers move. And, you know, I had just gotten really down on myself, I guess, and I pretty much had kind of stopped watching the YouTube videos because I kept seeing so many people, you know, losing the weight and this, and I wasn't, you know. So I'm thinking, well, maybe weight loss just wasn't for me, you know. Maybe I wasn't meant to lose any weight, I don't know. But I was hoping that wasn't the case. And then when I saw the 10 pounds loss, I was like, okay, well, you know, maybe the tightening of the band is what I needed after my little dry heave episode. I don't know. But that's really why I haven't done a video in so long, because I was really feeling discouraged. I didn't feel like I had anything positive to say. In fact, I know I didn't have anything positive to say. And, you know, I guess maybe for a moment I'd almost forgotten why I decided to do these YouTube videos was really for other people that are thinking about getting weight loss surgery, for them to know the good and the bad, the ugly, the horrible, the horrific. And well, I guess right now I'm damn near in the horrific, in my opinion. I know a lot of people will say, well, Africa, you know, you've lost 60 pounds, that's great. And it is great. And, you know, like I keep saying, I'm very, very blessed, very happy about the 10 additional pounds, or the 60 pounds total that I've lost. And the inches that I do continue to lose, you know, maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know what my expectations were. I do know that I needed, you know, I do need to do a little bit more on my own part. So, I mean, there's no one I can blame but myself. You know, there really isn't. I knew that the band was going to aid me in my weight loss, not do all the work for me. But, you know, I'm not eating nearly what I used to eat, which is a blessing in itself. And I did make the decision, you know, a couple of weeks ago, that I was going to start going to the support group, which I think I probably needed to do anyway from the start, because maybe it would have been easier on me or for me if I would have had a lap band support instead of, you know, not just the regular support that I get from my family and my friends, but support from other people that have the lap band, that have gone through what I'm currently going through. So I went to my first support group meeting a couple weeks ago, and it was very, very helpful to me, because I really felt like this may have been a bad decision, and I really want to exhaust everything I can before I make some kind of drastic decision, you know, to make some type of a change. You know, if there's more that I have to do, then, you know, I want to make sure that I've done all that I can before I go and switch to something else, which I'm not even saying that that's what I want to do, because it's not. I got the band for a reason, you know. It's not something I want to change, but, you know, if it's 1 to 2 pounds a month, that's fine, but hell, I wasn't even seeing that. You know, I wasn't seeing anything. But hopefully now I'm on the right track, a new track, I don't know. I'm not sure. But, you know, I have been thinking, I thought over and over again, I needed to do a YouTube video, I needed to be accountable. There are other people out there that struggle with the band, and probably look on YouTube and don't really see a lot of struggling with the lap band videos, because I looked and I didn't really see a lot of them. You know, I see a lot of people that say they didn't have a loss for this week, or they didn't have a loss for last week, but then, you know, they up and lose 5 pounds, and I lose 5 pounds, and then the next Tuesday I've gained 7, you know, and it's just, you know, so I figured, you know, I needed to just put it out there that I'm pissed off with this band at the moment, and, you know, I'm just hoping that she being the band, can kick it into gear, you know, and get on the right wave, the right path together to get this weight off of me. I did go for a fill last Monday. She put 0.4 cc's in my band, so now I have 5.8 cc's in my band, and I'm hoping that will help some. You know, I don't think I have restriction. That's the thing. I don't think I'm close to freaking restriction. I think restriction is so far off, I don't know if I'll ever get there at this point. You know, it's just all very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. And what makes it even worse is I was saying the support meeting that I'd gone to. Right now I'm not working because I was laid off last year, and So all the band, or not all the band, excuse me, all the lap band fills that I get are self-pay.